What's up, everyone? This is FP Sticks bringing you some Rose Cup practice battles here. These battles are going to be against my friend 6'7" Kevin. You can see our teams up on the screen there. And I'm just going to let you know right now, my team sucks. This is what you get when you have a really busy week, but you still got to push out content every single day. The grind never stops. So you all can roast me in the comments about how in the previous video I said that fire types are looking really strong and not resisted by many, and that I don't even have a fire type on my freaking team. Granted, like my Alolan Marowak and Charizard are currently kind of in the running for my Fusion Cup teams right now, so this team is pretty whack and was thrown together in about 20 seconds, but I really wanted to have a lot of battles where I was testing out Drapion. I know I mentioned in the previous video that I thought Infestation Drapion with Aqua Tail and Crunch was looking pretty solid. I still don't have any more information to give you guys on that in reality here, but you'll get to see it kind of put in action in a lot of these battles here. Infestation is great for energy generation, but man, you're literally doing like no damage to anything. It's just such a weak move damage-wise. And then Aqua Tail, the damage on Aqua Tail, because you don't get stab, and it's not like a super strong move, is kind of lackluster, at least from what I've been experiencing. Drapion is also not the bulkiest Pokemon. So in this scenario, I'm going to be able to land some Aqua Tails on Charizard here. Let's see how much this super effective damage is going to hit for. Only like 50, a little over 50% for something that's super effective on a pretty glassy Pokemon. So I wasn't super impressed by that. You do get to Aqua Tails fairly fast. Excuse me there. Going for the Poison Fang on the Charizard here. Out comes the Probopass. Oh my gosh, I need to land a Shadow Ball or this is going to suck. Poison Jab would be crazy resisted by Probopass. Down goes the Golbat. And Drapion for the freaking clutch win of Aqua Tail on the Probopass is going to take it here. You can see I'm running Machamp as my fighter, but I'm definitely going to give Medicham a lot of testing out, especially now that I've got best buddies with my Medicham, so I'll get that CP boost, kind of see how it works out. I think Drift Blim is pretty cool. Again, we mentioned in the last video that the Hex energy generation is pretty impressive. And now with this Icy Wind guaranteed debuff, even if you go for shield baits, you're going to be able to get a positive outcome out of that scenario with the debuff. I am going to shield up this Flash Cannon. Holy cow, he's going for the Flash Cannon, not even Sky Attack. So I farm up a little bit extra here, and I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, as we all know, is an amazing move, especially when you get stab on it. So this is going to do a lot of damage. Skarmory is an amazing pick. Anytime it's allowed in a cup, it's always way up there, and there's a reason why it's been banned in so many cups as well. And again, if I had a brain before I made these videos, I would have put Skarmory on my team because it's just that good. Sableye is also going to be one of those top contenders for ghost types. Only downfall is you're going to leave yourself weak to Charm with that dark typing as well as the ghost typing. But I do like the fact that it is a ghost that beats all of the other ghosts. I love when you have Pokemon that are kind of classified as top in their class. So, like for example, in Fusion right now, Alolan Marowak is kind of the King Fire type because it beats Charizard. Whereas like Sableye in this cup or in any cup where ghosts are allowed and Sableye is actually allowed, really functions as a ghost killer because of its dark typing, allows those ghost hits to only be neutral, as well as you can throw the foul plays at the ghost types to hit for super effective. I get an Icy Wind on that Sableye, and then I switch on my Drapion at the last moment here to hopefully catch a foul play. It is the foul play, so Drapion handles that very nicely. In comes that Probopass again. Anytime Probo Pass is allowed in a cup, it's always pretty high up there on the tier list as well. Even when ground types are involved, like we've seen in Fusion, it's just such a solid Pokemon. Its bulkiness, its typing, and its moveset, all really great things that it has going for it. Drapion against Wigglytuff. This is not going to be good at all. But honestly, maybe if I was running Poison Sting as the fast move, this would be better. But still, I'm going to be taking super effective damage from those charms. Or neutral damage, I believe, right? Because I'm Dark Poison. Poison Resist Fairy. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm taking neutral from those charms. But it's still brutally painful. I land an Ice Beam on the Skarmory, but this is not a situation you want to be in. Skarmory is going to be resisting those charms. In kind of an interesting scenario here, hoping that my Drapion can come back in and put on some shield pressure here. I am going to let this go. Sky Attack is a really good move. Skarmory is an amazing Pokemon, and that did a lot of damage to Drapion. I overfarmed, and I'm going to throw an Aqua Tail here. I get a shield. That's great. Going to put on some more shield pressure with another Aqua Tail. The Skarmory should be in Aqua Tail range, so this should be able to take it out. Down goes the Skarmory. I don't care what's coming in. I switched in my Machamp. This is still really bad for me, but at least the counters and this Cross Chop are going to hit for neutral, and my Drapion is kind of worthless against this Wigglytuff right now. So I'm going to lose this match with 2 shields. What a way to go. I'm not even going to shield this up. I know that Wigglytuff just took me to town there with the charm damage. And again, this is kind of not the best team because Golbat and like Steelix are really my only 2 checks for Wigglytuff. I highly doubt that I'm going to be running Golbat in this cup. I don't even know why I put it on my team of 6 here. Literally, I just was scrolling through my list of Pokemon that I had eligible for this cup, and I'm like, cool, let's throw a Golbat in there because I had never really used this thing. But even this, the Steelix against Wigglytuff matchup, because I had Dragon Tail on this, it was not looking good. Even though I'd be resisting Charm, Dragon Tail's going to be resisted because of Wigglytuff's Fairy typing, and the Crunch would be resisted because of Wigglytuff's Fairy typing. So, I think some people have been talking about Thunderfang Steelix. I think that could be pretty cool. It's a pretty decent move. There are no water types allowed in this cup, so really you'd only be hitting things super effective that are like the flyers. So pretty nice to have against Skarmory, especially since Skarmory is going to be resisting your Dragon Tail damage. So it'd make that matchup a little better. You'd hit Drifblim for super effective. You know, Golbat, Charizard. Ooh, that'd be nice against Charizard. Hit Charizard for super effective, even though its Fire Spins are hitting you for a lot of damage. So definitely something to consider. Wigglytuff is such an amazing charmer because of its typing. This normal typing really walls the ghost types. He makes a really good switch into Skarmory there, but I'm getting an Icy Wind off no matter what, so this is alright. That does not do a lot of damage. A non-stab Icy Wind. Hits Skarmory for neutral at least, but really not doing a lot of damage. Shield up that Sky Attack, over farming here. Since shields are down, I can go for Crunch, my heavier hitting move. I am going to get Stab on this. Definitely a better move than Aqua Tail. And I'm able to get to another Crunch because of how much energy I farmed with Infestation. So this is super nice. Down goes Skarmory. Oh, this freaking Wigglytuff is still here. So I gotta go for Aqua Tail spam. Cannot throw Crunches here. It's gonna be resisted. Does not do a lot. So one thing to take note of in this cup. Again, I have not looked into this cup super hard yet, and that's because I have 2 Fusion Cup tournaments this week. One of them's the Mega Colorado tournament here. That's the one that I'm going to be waiting. So I'm going to be honest, my mind is still definitely in Fusion mode right now. I will be pumping out some Rose Cup videos, just kind of some battles, trying stuff out. Good games there, 6-7 Kevin. But yeah, my mind is definitely on Fusion still, especially with this new move update that Niantic just dropped, giving some legacy moves back and giving certain Pokemon moves that they haven't learned before, like shakes things up a little bit, and I got to go back to studying again. So I'm definitely in Fusion mode right now in my brain. This is not a good matchup for Drifblim, but I was able to land that Shadow Ball, so I'm staying in here. I wanted to see how much damage a Rock Slide would do, and it's a lot. So I'm going to try to land another Shadow Ball here. He lets it go through, but I still think Probopass ends up... Oh, wow. In the Zero Shield scenario, Drifblim takes it. Way to go, Drifblim. Just straight up Shadow Ball there. Was able to take it with just a sliver of health left. Out comes Medicham. We'll see how we'll see how Drapion does against Medicham here. The counters from Medicham are hitting me for neutral damage because of my Dark and Poison typing. I need to watch out for the Dynamic Punch. I'm assuming that this Medicham is running Dynamic Punch and Ice Punch, but I don't think I've seen his other charge move. These battles are against CM 0000001. Got all the O's in there. And he's run, what is that, an Unpheasant? He's got a crazy looking bird on his team there. Never gone against an Unpheasant before. I know it learns Sky Attack, and that's only because I battled against it in this. But I believe it's got that normal and flying typing, so you're going to be taking neutral damage from fighting. I have my Machamp against this Medicham. One reason why I'm kind of leaning towards Medicham, or I might even run Double Flyer, who knows, is because, again, Medicham is kind of top in its class for fighting types. It's going to beat the other fighters because of that fighting and psychic type, typing. You're going to be taking resisted damage from the other fighters, so you can clearly win those matchups. However, one major trade-off is you're going to be taking super effective damage from the ghosts anyways. But in reality, a fighting type against the ghost isn't a good matchup to begin with anyways, so I don't really mind that I'm going to be getting hit for super effective. I just like that I beat the other fighters there. And its access to Ice Punch gives it really nice coverage. Drapion was able to take that match there. That's pretty nice. I don't know what Golbat is doing on my team. Dude, that thing is not really serving any purpose right now. Oh, it is the Unpheasant making his grand appearance. Let's see how this matchup plays out. I'm going to go straight for the crunch here. We'll see if he lets this go through. I have zero knowledge about Unpheasant. I don't know if it's tanky. I don't know if it's... I don't know what it is. It's just some ugly looking bird thing. It has Sky Attack, apparently. We just saw there. We're even on shields, getting some lag. He was able to get some fast moves through. That's never fortunate when that happens. But going for another crunch here. I want to see how much damage this does. My Infestation is doing absolutely nothing because it's a bug type move and it's going against a flying type here, so it's resisted pretty heavily. The Sky Attack takes me out. So, Unpheasant beats Drapion. Congrats, Unpheasant. Gonna bring in my Steelix to farm. Switches in Charizard. I cannot bring in Wigglytuff to Charizard. At least not right now. I need this Charizard to be a little bit lower. I get the shield, which is really good. These Fire Spins are really adding up. If this is a Blast Burn, it's gonna one-shot me. He baits me with Dragon Claw. Amazing play. So you get one more Dragon Tail off, going to throw the crunch here. And then I'm hoping to switch in my Wigglytuff as the sacrificial Marshmallow. I'm expecting a Blast Burn to come. He even overfarms a little bit, I'm pretty sure. Great play on his part. Ouch, that hurts a lot, but Wigglytuff is pretty tanky. Wigglytuff is a great Charmer. I've never been a huge fan of the Charmers. I tend to like Pokemon with more like medium damage hitting fast moves with like kind of medium energy generation. So kind of just middle of the road Pokemon where I can still rip off charge moves that hit for a decent amount of damage, threaten some shields. I've never really been a big fan of like the fast move beatdown strategy. Definitely totally a valid strategy, and I've lost to it many times, but I like to have charge moves that I know I can comfortably get to at a reasonable pace. It's just kind of my play style. So this is absolutely horrible. The Steelix was able to perfectly farm down my Wigglytuff. Here comes the Earthquake. It's definitely going to take out my Steelix. The Rose Cup is looking fun so far. I don't really have too many comments. I know I'm probably disappointing a lot of you, but I got my weighted Fusion Cup coming up, and I got to put on a good showing. So my brain is still kind of in that mindset. Here's one reason why Machamp is kind of so high up on the tier list for Fusion Cup, and it's because it has access to that Rock Slide. It's going to hit those Flyers and the Rock types, or Flyers and the Fire types for super effective. Now that Cross Chop is not a legacy move, Cross Chop's an amazing move for PvP. Cheaper energy cost than Dynamic Punch, so you're able to outspam some of the other fighters, which is really nice. Crunch is going to hit Medicham for neutral, so that's the way to go right there. But that counter damage takes me out before I can throw off another charge move. Pretty unfortunate. I'm hoping I can bring in Drifblim and farm this thing down pretty heavily. Ice Punch is going to hurt. Going to let it go through. It's a non-stab Ice Punch. And I know that another one's going to be coming through, so I will commit a shield here and see how much he's going to let me farm down this Medicham. He does not want it to happen. Out comes Charizard. I'm going to go straight Icy Wind because I'm expecting a shield here, so I at least want that debuff effect. But he does not shield it. Jeez, if I went for Shadow Ball, probably would have one-shotted the Charizard, or at least gotten it very close. He only lands a Dragon Claw on me. But then I believe he's... Okay, he was almost able to fast move farm me down, but he doesn't get too greedy. Out comes my Machamp. This is... Yikes. I have to totally commit to fast move farming this down and shielding that up. It's only a Dragon Claw, though. I could have gotten by with not shielding that, but I have a loaded Machamp. Let's see what he's got going on. Out comes Steelix. I'm going to overfarm a little bit. I fully expect to be hit by a Crunch, but I'm okay with that, because I want to leave this matchup with a good amount of energy. Did I undercharge that Cross Chop? I totally went by too fast. I might have undercharged it so I could fast move this down and get some more energy. It's Medicham in the back. Yes, because I knew I needed to throw two Cross Chops. But this Cross Chop, I believe, is still not going to be enough to take it out. And then he's going to be able to counter me down. Very close. Good games there, CM. So yeah, stay tuned for some more Rose Cup battles and a tournament video that's going to be coming this weekend. If you want to get on my friends list and battle with me, head on over to patreon.com/fbsticks and become a member. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.